going to continue working down the body and start to work on the lower body and the feet and the legs a little bit. So let's sit up nice and tall. I'm going to ground one foot and lift the other foot up. And we're just going to make some circles there. So while we're holding, that quadriceps getting a little bit of a workout. Circle the other way. Trying to loosen up the ankle joints. And then we're going to go toes up, toes down, toes up, toes down, toes up. We're going to go in and out. So just kind of turn it in. You're going to feel that all the way up in your hip. Turning it out, turning it in, turning it out. Good. Put that down. Give it a little love, a little rub. And the other foot. Toes up, toes down, toes up, toes down, toes up. We're going in and out. In and out, and in. That one down. Give it a little love. Then we're going to do both legs. So you might need to scoot back in your chair a little bit if you're sitting forward like I was. So both feet are coming up. Point them down. Point them up. Point them down. Point them up. Go in and out. Touch your big toes and go. Pinky toes out and big toes. Pinky toes out. Good. And then we're going to add the hands with that. So toes and fingers up. Toes and fingers down. Bring them up and go in and out. Touch fingers, touch toes, all the way out. Touch fingers and toes. Good, all the way out. Good, bring that down, shake it out. All right, let's take, you need 2 blocks. Maybe you don't. You could use books, you could use anything that you can stack up, or maybe you don't need to stack anything. Kind of depends on your flexibility, but I'm gonna use 2 blocks there, and we're gonna have a strap. So the strap can be a necktie, a belt off your bathrobe, even just a towel, anything like that. So you want to have the blocks out enough that you can comfortably stretch one leg out. The other leg is going to be your support leg. So that's why I say keeps you from falling out of the chair. So that's really important to keep that foot right in front of you. We're going to take the strap and place it behind the ball of your foot. We're going to lift our heart, and we want to lead with our heart. So we don't want to round our back and go over. We want to lead as if we were trying to touch our heart to our toes. And then maybe you walk your hands down the strap a little bit. And just find that place for you where you're feeling some sensation, probably behind the knee or maybe in your lower back. Wherever you're feeling it, that's fine. Whatever level you're at, that's where you're working today. And that's perfect. Take an inhale. See if you can lengthen your spine a little bit as you inhale. And then exhale, reach your heart forward. Good. Feeling that nice sensation in the back of the leg, the hamstring muscles. Good. So as we rise up, we're going to really press down on that foot on the mat, and we're going to lift this leg up. We're going to lift it straight up. Just kind of notice how high it can go. It doesn't have to go really high. Keeping your heart lifted. And from there, whatever foot is in the strap, take the same hand with both straps. And you're going to open that up to the side. And then we're going to add the arms. We're going to reach the arm the opposite direction. Keeping this leg nice and firm and stable in the front. And then if you really want to add something else, you're going to turn and look. That hand reaches out. Ooh, big opening, good. Gonna bring it in, you're gonna switch hands, and you're gonna cross that leg across the body. So this isn't gonna go probably as far. You're gonna feel that on that IT band, that outer area of your leg. If you wanna feel even more, we can kind of add a twist to that. We can reach back and look at our hand behind us. Breathe. See if we can lift that foot one more time. See if it goes a little bit higher. It might go a little higher. And gently release that. And when we come out of that, sometimes it's nice to just do a little windshield wiper in and out with that leg. All right, let's slide the blocks or your books, or if you have anything out there, slide it to the other side. We're gonna reach the other leg out. This leg is now my stability. Reach the strap out behind the back of the leg. Find the ball of your foot there. Lift your heart. Let's take an inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe your hands walk down the strap a little bit. Keep reaching with your heart, keeping your back as straight as you can. It's really not important to get your head down to your knee or your toes. Reach with your heart. And then we're going to really press into our support foot. We're going to rise up with that. See how your hamstring feels on this side. We're not symmetrical, so don't expect each side to be the same. Good. Both straps in the same side as the foot. We're going to open that up. Keep this nice and steady. Reaching out, turn and look. Let's take a breath here. And exhale. Good. And then we're going to switch the hands, cross that leg over. And if you want the last little bit of that, you can twist and look the other way. And bringing it back. Separate your straps again. See if you can lift just a little higher. And bring that all in. Let's release. And just kind of go in and out a little bit. All right. So let's take a breath. Inhale. And exhale. So now we're going to do something called a seated gate pose. And this is kind of like a seated triangle. So you're going to keep one leg firm in front of you and take the other leg out to the side. And it really helps if you can get on the edge of your chair, maybe even over to the side a little bit. We're going to stretch this leg out, foot flat on the floor somehow. Now you may be able to go straight out, but with your flexibility, you may have to have the foot in front a little bit. So just find a place where you're comfortable. We're going to stretch both arms out. Take a big inhale. And then we're going to exhale and reach toward that straight leg. Reaching it out. You're going to drop your hand down to your knee and take the other hand up to the ceiling. So you got a big side stretch going on here, all the way from your hip, up your waist, your ribs, your shoulder. And then if it doesn't hurt, you can turn and look. Let's take a breath here. Rise up, and we're going to add a twist. So keep the legs right where they are. We're going to take this hand to the opposite knee. Your other hand can reach back and find something on the chair to hold. Let's sit up nice and tall. Inhale, lift. And then as you exhale, maybe you look over your back shoulder and twist a little deeper. Twisting helps with our digestion and keeps everything down there moving. Look back at the camera, look back towards me, and then unwind. And I'm going to bring that leg in, and we'll do the other side. So extending the other leg, kind of find the edge of your seat there. Stretching both arms out. Going to reach out over the leg, and then bring the hand down. Nice and tall. Feel that big stretch all the way up. Turn and look if it doesn't hurt your neck. Good, rise back up. And this hand's going to go to the opposite knee. Reach the other hand back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Looking over the back shoulder. And look back toward me. Unwind. Bringing that leg in. And let's do like a double windshield wire. Charleston. We're going to call it Charleston. In and out. In and out. Both hips. Good. All right. So we're going to prepare to stand up. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to take 4 tries to stand up. So this is to really fire up your quadricep muscles, which are your muscles of independence. That's the difference between living alone and living in assisted living, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to imagine that we have a really heavy bowling ball. We're going to ground our feet, pull our feet in just a little bit. I got this big, heavy bowling ball that's going to kind of counterbalance me. So I'm just going to lean forward and take a little bit of weight off my hips. Maybe they just come off the chair. And I'm going to sit right back down. Good. And then we're going to do it again, but we're gonna come up just a little bit higher. Reach that bowling ball forward, lift a little bit more, sit right back down. Okay, 3/4 this time. Reaching forward, press into your feet, come up, sitting back down. Good. And finally, our bowling ball is gonna turn into a balloon. So we start with the bowling ball, and as we rise up, it's gonna turn into a balloon. We're gonna let it go. And come back down. Good. Let's roll our shoulders a couple times. Oh, squeeze them together in the back. Let's take some hip circles. Some nice, easy hip circles. And go the other way. And we have arrived in our mountain pose. So let's find our feet nice and parallel. Lift our heart. Pull our shoulder blades on our back. Reach the crown of our head to the ceiling. Let's take a couple breaths here. So we're going to inhale up. Exhale it back down. Inhale it up. Exhale back down. And finally, we're going to inhale up. Bring our palms together. And exhale up.